Hello and welcome to the Sunbirdcrochet podcast. My name is Claudia and I'm coming to you from Germany.
Do you remember when we were two kids, street racing down the city streets? Didn't care about the world, hadn't heard about it all. Didn't know about the hurt, didn't know about the fall.
Ja, was ist das? Hör mal, das ist mein
Restless ones,
Ja,
trying to find a
Schätz.
way back home.
Das ist so süß.
Restless ones, trying to find a way back home.
I'm coming to you from a little bit of an unusual setting today because the light is fading. So I'm in my winter garden with my cat Teddy. Hello Teddy. Hello Schatz. Komm mal. So I think that we better start quickly before the light is fading completely. Today I have for you one finished object, crochet, one work in progress, also crochet, and some incoming yarn, and a little bit of what I've been up to lately. So let's start with finished objects. You might have guessed my finished object is my V-stitch blanket. I have added a border of double crochet and then used the crab stitch here to finish it off completely. Let me get up and show you in full. So this is what it looks like. It's the perfect size. It's the perfect size for being a lap gun, and I'm looking forward to using it tonight on the sofa. What I can tell you is that I've been using the two double crochets which I've added to each beginning and end of the row. I've done 2 double crochets into the side of the first and last double crochet stitch, and that way I was compensating the height of a double crochet. So I don't know if you know, but if you're working into the side of a piece of crochet, then the rule by thumb or thumb by rule, what's it called? The basic equivalent of the height of a stitch is, and this is US terms, a single crochet is a single crochet high. A half double crochet is 1.5 stitch high, and a double crochet is 2 stitches high. A treble is 3 stitches high, and a double treble is 4 stitches high, I believe. I think so. I hardly ever use trebles and double trebles, even less so. Yeah, so working into the side of a double crochet means that you get 2 stitches per row. The crab stitch is a single crochet worked reverse. So instead of, if you're right-handed, moving to the left of your work, you are actually working into the stitch to the right of your last stitch. And that gives a nice, neat little edging. I really like to use it often for blankets and for cowls even, and it gives a nice, neat look to a piece of crochet. So that's that done and dusted. Let's move on to whips. I'm still working on the Arco Iris shawl, but I am waiting for the third clue, so clue 3, to be published, and then I can continue working on it. At the moment, it's waiting in the corner, and yeah, I guess I was quick to finish. But I've started something new, and this is crochet as well. What's it called? It's called, this is by Attic24, a well-known crochet designer, especially for blankets. And this is the blooming cushion, something blooming cushion. I will put it up here. It's a free pattern, and I am making a cushion, as you might have guessed. So I'm starting here in the middle, and she tells you to chain 6 and work into the chain 6. This, however, created a rather big hole in the middle of my cushion. So I think I will add something which will look like the center of a flower. Yeah, so I'm working my rounds around and around and around. This will also go a little bit to the front, and it looks like, yeah, well, a blooming flower, I suppose. I won't make this much bigger because I think it's quite frilly, and I would like to keep it small and cute and frilly, so I will add a little border around it and some polka dots. I call them polka dots. They are actually popcorns. And I will make this in the style of, there is a Dutch designer, crochet designer, who's called Adinda's World. Please have a look at her works. If you are into quirky, colorful crochet, she will be right up your street. And she has a similar flower design, but you have to pay for it. And this was a free crochet pattern. I don't know who came first. They are quite similar, but not the same. So I've gone for the free pattern by Lucy, who is Attic24. I'm using up the leftover yarn here from my blanket. And I'm really loving it. This is quite quick and easy project, and I think it will look nice. I was wondering if I should make lots of small little flower cushions which I can spread all over my sofa. And well, then I will have a spring meadow kind of sofa landscape with no space for visitors. Yeah, so that's my project on the hook at the moment. But do let me show you some incoming yarn. I've been to Wipperfürth recently. That's a town or city, was part of the Hanse, a trading guild from the Middle Ages, medieval times. And it is today still rather nice little town. A river runs through it, the Wipper, and we've parked close to an old industrial building where they were drawing wire. You know how wire is made? But I digress. Look it up. You basically draw a piece of hot metal through a hole, and that makes it smaller and smaller and finer and thinner, and that's the old way, and I suppose it's still the same way today. However, The old industry building isn't used anymore. Nowadays it's a cultural place where there is stand-up comedy happening and music concerts, and there's also a second-hand shop for furniture and antiques and things like that. Not necessarily antiques, household items, whatever you find there. We went there for the antiques, but they had closed. They're only open on the first Saturday of each month, as we found out. So we have another appointment for the next first Saturday of the month, which is probably next Saturday, yeah. Anyhow, so once we were there, we thought, why not visiting the center, the town center? There are cobblestones, there is a marketplace, there are old buildings, there are nice little cute shops, and they even have a wool shop. This wool shop is run by Mrs. Pier, and the shop is called Die Wollkiste, the wool box, I suppose, and she is dyeing her own yarn. So I had a very lovely chat with her, and I've bought one of her hand-dyed yarn skeins. This is it. I think it's really beautiful. It's muted, which is not really what I usually buy, but I like it. It will become something for a family member. It's a little mold. I paid about 15 euros for the skein. Yeah, so very nice skein of wool. I don't have a plan yet what to make with it, but I thought I would show you. I like to get something like a sightseeing special skein of yarn when I'm somewhere new to me. And yeah, we also went to other shops, of course, but let me show you another skein before I move on. I've bought this skein of yarn, Laine du Nord Poema Cashmere. Beautiful, beautiful color. This is, of course, much, much softer than this one here, but still, I don't know, I might be in a blue turquoise mood these days. Yeah, so Laine du Nord, it's made in Italy, even though the name is French, but it's made in Italy. It has cashmere in it. It is color 105, and the contents are, we see, 20% cashmere, 80% merino wool. 100 grams equals 500 meters. That's 3.5 oz to 545 yards. I always would recommend Laine du Nord. It's not exactly cheap. This one costs $24.50, but you get the softest yarn for it and the most beautiful shades of color. If you can get it, get it. So this was my haul from Wipperfürth. We also went to a shop selling licorice, which was quite right opposite the wool shop. And then there was a fashion shop. We went inside, and it was an old, a really old building with low ceilings and beams. And there was a chandelier hanging from the ceiling, which was like face to face because the ceiling was so low. And they were giving us free eggnog, and we could have gotten even some sparkly, not champagne, prosecco, but I still had to drive later, so one of us had some eggnog. We also went to a bookshop which was on the same street, and we went to the Hanse Café, which had been recommended to us by more than one shop owner. I kind of interviewed them once we were done with the shopping bit, and yeah, the food was really good. had a bit of a, it wasn't a fancy place, but the food was really good, so I recommend that. Hanse Café. I also had a good laugh because on the parallel street there had been a cafe, a cat cafe, and you might find this normal where you live, but it's still quite unusual to have a cat cafe here. What a cat cafe is, you ask? It's a cafe where you can get your coffee and a piece of cake, but the owner has her 4 cats roaming around the place, and there are rules. I don't know what they are exactly, but I suppose not everyone can fondle their cats all the time. Yeah, so cats are creatures who don't like to be touched by everyone all the time, I can imagine, but I think it will be really nice, unless you are allergic to cats. Then this would be hell. The name of the shop was Schnorpuccino, as in cappuccino, the coffee drink, and Schnorren means to purr, as in cats purring. So a little word game with the shop's name. I really liked that. So there will be another trip to Wipperfürth sometime in the future for me. I would like to come back to Die Wollkiste. She also has Facebook and she's on Instagram as well, so I will link her down below. And yeah, she runs regular knit-togethers. They are knitting and crocheting together. She has a big table in the back of her shop, and she told me that they are knitting and crocheting together every afternoon. And I wish I could go there, but unfortunately I am still working on regular days, so yeah. But for anyone living in or near Wipperfürth, what are the chances that you are watching this? But I will tell you, go and visit the shop. It's lovely. Highly recommend. And yeah, that's it for today. Quick and rushing it because of a fading light. I hope that I was able to give you a little bit of an escape time. I hope that you're enjoying your projects. I do have some new projects in mind. The lovely shop owner in Wipperfürth has given me some ideas. She had some wonderful, beautiful samples on display. She had a bit of an Olga sweater thing happening at the moment. I'm not a big knitter, so you probably know the Olga sweater. I will put this up here as well. It did look fabulous. It's a stripy sweater and quite a basic sweater to wear, but you get lots of wear out of those basics, don't you? So yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for coming back, for old and new viewers, as in not your age, whatever age you are. I meant returning viewers and new viewers. Do start a new little cushion cover if you like flowery designs. And I hope I will see you next time here. Keep well, keep safe. Bye bye.